we get here? With all the injunction flying left, right, and center on rivers? With all the strange interpretations being given to the Constitution and our laws? With all the crises in PDP and multiple applications being secured? How did we get here? And before God and man, I will answer it to the best of my ability to help in resolving all these issues. My good friend, even though he likes to insult me now, but I understand anybody who doesn't agree with him, he will insult him and call him names. Yes, on Wike. Ran for president. He ran for president. He campaigned to be president. Went around the country. Likewise, Atiku, Saraki, Tambuwa. On the day of election, before God and man, I will not lie on these issues. Atiku sought an alliance at the venue of the election with Tambuwa, right? And they defeated you. And they defeated you. We thought you were going to win. So we didn't know. You built your winning on the political calculation that if Tambuwa runs to the end, he will waste some of the northern votes. And then you will win. Wonderful calculation, but not foolproof. In the middle of running to the end, he said, no, if I run to the end, you win. So therefore, I'm not going to run to the end. I give my vote to the other man. That is also political strategy and smartness. And they defeated you. Will you say you are not defeated? As wonderful as your campaign were, as wonderful as your reach out were, they defeated you. You say you accept defeat. That's how a statesman should be. You accept defeat. That's the beauty of PDP history over the years. Now, when the conversation started, and I want everybody to pay attention to this, because when people say G5, G this, equity and fairness, I say equity from where and fairness from where? When the issue of VP came up, they considered you among other people. I heard in some of the voting, you came top to be VP. For whatever happens, Atiku made a decision to choose Okowa, which by your actions now, like a China in a bull shop, you have justified the reason why they should not even have picked you. Because you are dangerous politically. Can spoil things. People may not want to tell you the truth. My father raised me through the seminary process. If I don't say it, why will I not say it? Never made money from being in politics. So I can say it. Because it's important for us to understand, what are we even fighting for? Who have been wronged? You ran the election. They built alliance against you. You lost. So everything you have said about democracy, about rule of law, about inclusion, we are all babash. It means you never meant it. You couldn't accept defeat. The defeat was too hard on you. And then the VP issue happened. It's a choice of the presidential candidate to pick. Maybe then I could have said they should pick you. But with the way you are behaving, means you never loved the party and the process for once. So if you people say in G6 or G5 that you believe in Southern agenda, if Atiku has picked you, my good friend, as a VP, what happened to that Southern agenda? So there is no Southern agenda. It has all been about you. I should be bold enough to tell you that truth. And this is the reason why today we know no peace. Did we wrong you? The party did not. Those who are following you, did they also party wrong them? No. So why is some of these governors following him? What did the party do here? In a competitive process, there shouldn't be a winner. Or if there's a winner, you pull him down. And when people say contribution to the party, remember, we all worked on these things. Each of these crises, some of them had some element of you in them. Who brought Ali Modu Sheriff? It was your choice, and Fayosha and other people. You brought him. I advised, I told you one-on-one, no to this. Because of his history in AMPP and APP, and I said, go and ask Buhari what they used to do to him in APP and AMPP. Who was the one that led us to the crisis in Port Harcourt, where they say Sheriff must go? You. And people were shooting canister left, right, and center. That crisis nearly destroyed the PDP. Whose idea also to bring Secondus? You. So when people say you suffered for us, I need to, is it that you suffered for yourself or you suffered for us? Because if those churches were subjected to the wishes of most party members, you would not have been in this situation. In that case, we would not have been in this crisis, which you are claiming you save us. You brought Secondus, your own brother. Even party were threatened that if they don't do a convention in Port Harcourt, hell will be let loose. They conceded. You are the one also who got up one day and said, Secondus should go. If you know Secondus very well and discuss with him, if it was about the presidential ticket, he's a master strategist. He would have even helped you to get it. But you felt by throwing him away, you pave way for how you be president. That's why at times when you calculate, no, there's a God. This process is not foolproof. There's a God. Secondus was humiliated for doing nothing. An expert that was brought from a court in Degem or somewhere. And he was thrown out. And party members caved in for it so that there will be peace. When are we going to have this? Each time we'll cave into you because we want peace. But look at where you are dragging us from that day to today. Who brought Eyachuayo? You went again with your G5 and your friends, and people brought him. Most members of the party resisted. Most people wanted open contest. Even the zoning issue, you had your own way. Little did we know you were doing it to balance because you want to be president. You brought Ayu. When you feel he will not do your bidding or he didn't do your bidding, you came back and say he must go. Agreement is agreement. And what happened again? You pulled him down with an injunction that they brought from Otomden State. Expert again. And party caved in so you can throw Ayu away. I'm bringing those you liked. So, what did you do for us? Or what did the party do for you? The party have done a lot. From the local government, when they recommended you, Senator Stambata and other people, the PDP grew that career. But all those people now, if you call them now, maybe they're not good people any longer. All of them, from Mbata to Amechi, them to Odeli, them to everybody, to Patient Jonathan, and so on and so forth. Tinubu is now the best man. You love him so much, even when you get crashed into the project. Tomorrow again, you tell us something about him when he's not going your way. This is not how we get to all these crises. You say you helped us, and nobody can talk. People are being threatened. The other day, police said I got information that they will frame me and all that. Because of what? Because I'm saying the truth. I can't stop. I can't even help it. Maybe because of my seminary background. The truth must be said at all times. This is how we got to this point. That there's no peace in the party. And then you have moved it to reverse PDP. And let me say this clearly. There's no congress that have been held in Rivers. You had a committee of friends gathering. There's an existing judgment of a Rivers State High Court, an order, that said that congress should not be held. It was held in violation of order, of course, so it's void. And to think, like I saw on TV, that Fubara will leave PDP and go, please don't, Fubara is not going to any APC, he's in PDP, Gidibam. And soon you will learn to respect the fact that he's the leader of the party there. You can't eat your cake and have it. So when the battle for the soul of Rivers people will start, people already choking it. It has not started. The authentic executive is the one led by Fubara. So when the time comes, the coming weeks, you see it. But I'm begging the leaders of this party, those that are still left, please, stop hiding under the bed. Come out. Because wherever the founding fathers are today, Elese Kweme, Abakarimi, Kwande, Chiroma, and so on and so forth. Even Ebenezer Papatepe, or in law like them, Ghana, and so on and so forth. They will be crying and said, what kind of situation are we having? Even in the days of PDP, when governors were governor, are you telling me today that if the governors we had in around 1999 to date, the time of Donald Duke, Alain Messia, Jolly Nyame, Ojuzakal, and so on and so forth, that Damagu will be running like a kid without a guardian around the party headquarters, doing all these things he's doing, filing cases against his own party, supporting the removal of his party governor. I urge our governors. I appreciate, even though belated, but also perfect. I commend Senator Bala Mohammed for stepping up. And I commend the members of NWC, both the National Legal Advice, those who are speaking up. But I want others to join. This is a small issue. Just do the right thing as required by Article 45 and Article 47 and appoint an acting chairman from North Central. Nigerians will not take PDP serious if you cannot address a very small compliance with your constitution, because one of our members is now serving in APC government and wants to use one leg to pin you down so you don't move, and then tell those he's working with that he has pinned the opposition party down, and then they clap for him, and then all of you are keeping quiet. That means you're not ready for an election. There's even no conversation that should be happening in PDP except to summon that emergency meeting and then do the needful. You can continue to run all over the court like they do. So I'm urging the leaders of this party, let's not hear this is both the BOT. If a man have said you must fail, you cannot win, I will destroy you, why are you still babysitting him? Are you a coward? Do the needful. You do the needful. Look at the kind of things they did. Despite everything that was done in Edo, still, the result as uploaded, have Aswe Gadolo still winning. Even with Pro-Wike group with them, taking Wike's instruction of not supporting their own party. Obaseki still delivered the election. And I commend him. And that's why I want President to understand that this is the same way some people were deceiving Jonathan. They went to Ekiti. They did one bubu yaya. They did the election. They won. They made the impression, say, we have conquered. Then when the re-voting came, they couldn't win their polling. They have started again. Ask them, why did they lose some of their polling, majority of their polling unit in Edo? And the result was transmitted. Now you have to rely on manipulating figure at the last minute. It means you didn't win. It means you're not on the ground. So I'll use this opportunity to call on the PDP leaders to ensure that the acting national chairman, as spelled out in Article 45 and 47 of our party constitution, is immediately complied with and elected into office at the next NEC meeting. It should not extend. If not, Nigeria will write you people off as like you don't have the boss for anything. Let's rekindle the PDP spirit once again. And also, in conclusion, I will want to commend the opposition coalition, want to commend Honorable Justice IPC Igwe for the landmark judgment that have said that in view of the judgment of the Supreme Court, that local government election must be conducted, that the October 5th Rivers State local government election must hold, is as strong as Rock of Gibraltar and Mount Everest. It cannot be stopped because it is constitutional. It is under the, influenced by the order of the Supreme Court and the directive that without conduct of democratic process, you cannot access the money. So there's no going back. And I will repeat it 3 times. There's no going back. There's no going back. There's no going back on Saturday, 5th October 2024 Rivers State local government election. And also, there's an order also which has now ordered the IG of police. And I know they always watch me at police headquarters when I'm speaking. That the police should ensure that there's adequate, and I say adequate security, both the DSS for the election on Saturday. And I will also add, if you choose to show manifest bias of following the Pro-Wike group, which I know you not do, but if you choose to do that, that the election based on the Supreme Court judgment, based on the Constitution, based on the landmark judgment of IPC Igwe, will still do what? Go on Saturday. I commend all the political parties that have been campaigning vigorously. I see some of them on TV. It's a show that the democratic process is on and will happen on Saturday. And while you people are campaigning, some people are running from one federal high court and state high court campaigning for injunction to stop people. But God has put them to shame, going by the judgment of the Supreme Court, going by the judgment of Honorable Justice IPC Igwe that has said that election must be held on October 5th, which is this Saturday. So today is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday in the next 4 or 5 days. So in conclusion, let me also appreciate the First Lady, Senator Tinubu, for the beautiful dress she gave to us. I received my own. It's the national dress. I commend you for that. At least we should have something that keeps uniting us together for the overall good of our country and help to ensure that all this noise and tension that those that are working for your husband are bringing to Rivers State is nipped in the bud so that this dress can continue to be seen on some of us. Thank you and God bless. Also, it's very important to inform you also that we still stand and still agitating that the PDP should wake up from sleeping and ensure that the provisions of the PDP constitution is complied with, and that provision is Article 45 and Article 47 that say that whenever vacancy exists or occurs in any offices of the party, the NEC shall meet and appoint an acting replacement from the zone where the former occupant originated. Look at what happened in Edo, an election that the PDP won landslide. But across the room in Edo there, members of PDP, or those who belong to the Wike camp and their leaders, were in one hotel directing how the results of their own party will be changed. That was why when I saw Governor Fintiri, yes, shouting that the real result should be announced, and then seeing him in Port Harcourt again, praising Wike, I tried to ask, I don't want to be tempted to assume, were you spying there? Because what were you doing in Edo and what are you doing in Rivers? Where do you stand? Those who want your party to be defeated, those who want your party to be removed, are your best friends. And then I heard him say that Damagu can stay in office until he finishes a term that he was not elected for. And I will, with all respect, is my friend, and I want to read this section for Governor Fintiri. I know he's watching. To look at Chapter 6, Article 45, where he said, in the case of the national chairman, he shall hand over to the deputy national chairman from his own region, who shall, without prejudice to Section 47 sub C of this Constitution, act as national chairman pending the election of a replacement. What did this section say? What this section say, before I go to subsection 47, is that the only reason Damagu can be in office is that once that vacancy occurs, he gets into office for one purpose, to act so that a replacement is appointed. I want Governor Fintiri to read it with me. He should read it with me. Because when he said that Damagu can remain in office till 2027 or thereabout, I said, from where are you getting it from? The constitution of PDP is very clear. He said that whenever this vacancy occurs, the deputy chairman will preside and call a meeting for the purpose of fulfilling. Look at it again. Let me read it. Because at times when they do this, I say, what pushes people to doing all these things? Let me read it again. In the case of the national chairman, he shall hand over to the deputy national chairman from his own region without prejudice to Section 47C. What is 47C that the Constitution is talking about? Let me read it. And I want Governor Fintiri, Governor of Plateau, and Governor Makinde, who seems to have not understood this section, to read it with me. And I will read it again so that they follow me while I go to 47. In the case of the national chairman, he shall hand over to the deputy national chairman from his own region without prejudice to Section 47C of this Constitution. So let's read 47C, dear Governor Fintiri, Makinde, and my friend Caleb of Plateau. 47C says, where a vacancy occurs in any of the offices of the party. I repeat again. Where a vacancy occurs in any of the offices of the party, the executive committee at the appropriate level, that is the neck of our party, shall, the word there, I will mark it, is my book, shall, the word there. I want Governor Fintiri back in there and my good friend Governor Caleb to look at it. The word there. That where a vacancy occurs in any of the offices of the party, the executive committee at the appropriate level shall appoint another person from the area or zone where the officer originated from to serve out the tenure of the officer. Governor Fintiri, is that difficult? So where did you say Damagu should remain in office until whenever he decides to go, and until the tenure expires by next year or next 2 years? The constitution of our party under Article 45 has said Damagu can only act without injury to Section 47, which is can only act pending the fulfillment of Section 47. So a long time ago, not up to 1 month, that he's enough. He should have convened a NEC meeting for the purpose of fulfilling Article 47C, which said that the North Central Zone, not Central Zone, it's not Central Zone now, a small zone, or children you people can undermine like this, that the North Central Zone, the NEC will be called an acting chairman taken from the North Central Zone, where the former occupant, who was the former occupant? The former occupant was Yachuayu. Apart from being a constitutional precedent and requirement, it has also been our tradition. When Okwesile's Nwod also left, there was Bulafo or something. When Adamu Muazu left, short, when Bamanga left, Article 47C was applied. Bamanga left after he was appointed. Adamu Muazu became acting. Later on, Alimodu Sherif became also acting from the same Northeast zone. Is that not the tradition? Even in our North-Central zone, is that not still the tradition? Gamade, Amadou Ali, the same position. So it has been tradition. It has also been constitutional. Even in the position of National Secretary, the same thing applies. That is the tradition. That's why we can have Obula for secretary, or John Madekwa secretary, all from the East, because it's the same thing. So it is constitutional, it is also traditional. But then because the Wike group wants Damago to remain in office, which is an insulting political pursuit, then you follow him. And I ask myself, when you injure this party like this, are you considering some of us and other people who are going to run on this party? When you weaken it nationally, how is different candidates in different parts of the country going to survive even state assembly election? And people boldly say they will work against their own party and push it down at the general election, campaigning against their own party, and still insisting, I want to remain in that party. Always say it. When Kwankwaso and Peter Obi had issues, they went to another political party to show that they're men of political strength and strategy. In less than 6-8 months, he won Kano. In less than 6-8 months, Obi won 12 states, alongside with other parties that have been in existence. That is men who has political strength. But this one wants to remain inside the house. Like political, they say, running around. Okay, I don't want you to win, but I will stay here. As who? Because you feel by staying here, that's how you become relevant, and your paymasters can continue to consider you relevant. If you want, if you are strong, join the APC and support them. But you think that you will destroy the PDP, push it down, and then whenever you people are done, you come back and take it and rebuild, and then you be a master, and for that you need to take over rivers to be able to have the capacity to do that. No. 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 So I'm begging and I'm pleading on our leaders, Governor Makinde, Governor Caleb of Plateau, Governor Fintiri, consider if Amadou Solomon Lai is alive today, Adamu Chiroma, Abubakar Rimi, Elese Kweme, will you people be having this conversation you're having now? Can you say it in the gathering of these men? How did we get to this point? There must be honor. There must be honor. I beg you to stop. Stop. It's okay. Let the NEC meeting. And this attitude of Damago running away from NEC. Each time NEC is getting close, he shifts and run away. The other day he said because of Christmas. The other day he said because of Easter. This one he said because of Muslim holiday. The other one he said some people went for Muslim prayer. Every day he keeps shifting it. He will shift it again for New Yam Festival or one other reason that Igbo's people are traveling. Stop him. And North Central leaders. I don't know whether you people are also part of this. Call the North Central Zonal meeting. There's provision in the Constitution, even if the zonal chairman doesn't want to go, activate it and get your tutor and call the meeting and produce a replacement that you take to NEC. So that this thing can be addressed once and for all at the next NEC meeting, which I have been told they are plotting again to shift. They are even suing themselves in court, obtaining injunction left, right, and center for them to remain in office for something that the Constitution specifically said they cannot have. In conclusion, I will end by asking and answering this question. How did we get here?